have reality to be focused on me. I'm on TV. I am a Vidiot. Welcome once again to another episode of Vidiot On Demand. This is our Nerd Zoom. With me, I have another friend, Kaami Tondkar. Way!
Hey.
That is so, thank you. Wow. Great to have you on Vidiot On Demand.
Thank you.
You're one of those friends that have such quick witticisms that I wish that I can crack open your skull and take your brain out and wear your skin so that I could also be as funny as you, please.
Please let's not Silence of the Lamb this. Or,
okay, no, of course not.
No.
But truthfully though, you're always a laugh a minute, and it's really fun to talk to you about all kinds of stuff. And you're quite the nerd yourself. In fact, you introduced me, I think, to Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think that was you.
Oh.
Yeah, so I remember you talking about it, and I was like, maybe
because that's a great show. Yeah.
So I'm really glad you did that. So So I was thinking like we can begin this particular episode. We're going to just talk a little bit of news, that what's going on in the nerdosphere, and maybe we have some interesting takes. Who knows? So the first thing I was going to talk about, where do you stand on this whole Snyder Cut Justice League nonsense?
All right, so that's a great question because I've been hearing about it like through small updates here and there, but I haven't read much about it. So like my take is that they're making another one or are they just recutting it? I don't get it. Like from what I've understood, it's the same footage, but with his cut.
Okay, so this is good because this gives me the chance to explain to the audience who may not know what all of this is about, to get some context. So apparently they were going to make Justice League whenever they were going to make the Justice League. I forget how many years ago it was. But in the middle of filming, tragically, Zack Snyder had a family member that committed suicide, passed away, and he had to back out of the project. And at the time, DC was like, oh no, he's our big guy because he's been doing all of these movies, or at least he did Superman or The Man of Steel. He did Superman vs. Batman, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you think of those movies, all power to you.
Yeah.
But he's in the middle of making this film and he has to step away. So they think the best thing we can do is get the guy who did the last superhero team-up movie and was a huge success. Let's get Joss Whedon. He's not doing anything. And they get him in there to rewrite stuff because everyone was kind of afraid that maybe it was a bit too dark. So they did. And then the movie came out and it was kind of a mess. And I remember watching it, and the only positive was at least I got to see these characters on the big screen together? Question mark?
I get it.
Yeah, so now with HBO Max coming out, they need content and they need people to come to their platform. And there's also a pandemic going on at the same time. So many people have been screaming about the Snyder Cut, release all the stuff that wasn't in the film that he was planning to do. There was stuff that they shot that they full on just disregarded. Like there were things like, for example, there was going to be Superman in the black suit when he comes back to life kind of thing. That was from the comics, and people look forward to it, but then it doesn't happen in the movie. Things like that were happening. So he shot stuff, and I remember thinking the Snyder Cut is never going to happen. It's just not going to happen because the world has moved on. It's just these diehard nerds that are way too fragile white male egos that want everything their way, and that was what I thought, but that was before the pandemic. So they now have the opportunity to, hey, we got a lot of stuff shot, just mess with that. In fact, why don't you give me some more money? We'll get the cast members back and we'll film some additional stuff and blah blah blah. So as is, it's going to be a 4-hour epic where they put together all of this stuff. And the reason why I bring it up now is because they released new pictures of the Joker, who's apparently in this movie. Jared Leto's Joker.
I heard about that. Yeah.
But he looks nothing like he did in the movie that we saw. It's like remember how he had the damage tattoo? And but that's gone in this version.
Maybe he's gonna get that damage in the Snyder Cut.
Exactly. But the thing is, the Snyder Cut, apparently they're supposed to be in the future. There's rumors that it's going to be Batman visits the Joker, and the Joker and Batman have to team up to take down Superman. That's the rumor that maybe that's what's going on, and because it's in the Nightmare segment of the movie that we saw in Batman v Superman, where he's he's in the future and he sees all this crazy stuff and he wakes up and it's a dream. All of this makes no sense. Even to the people who knows what's going on, it makes no sense.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
So
that's good to know about the Snyder Cut then.
Yeah, because no director in history has this opportunity to go, I didn't get to finish this, but I'm actually given lots of money to not only re-edit but also add scenes that we never got to do before. So it's very, very interesting. Yep. Yeah, so then we got that. Then there's also some, speaking of HBO Max, there's a lot of cartoons that are coming out. A lot of, because HBO, Cartoon Network, it's sort of connected. But they have released some info about that they're going to make a Velma from Scooby Doo prequel series, and it's supposed to be an adult comedy.
Like an adult comedy about Velma. All right. Okay.
In high school, and it's going to be voiced and I don't know if I think she's producing it and she's voicing the lead character, Mindy Kaling from The Office. Yes. And apparently the idea is sort of finally they have the rights to the character to actually full on go, oh no, and she's solving murders. Somebody's killing popular people at my school.
So it's gonna be like a Riverdale one-man show.
Yeah, in a way, I think they have the opportunity to do something really special with it.
Okay.
But I don't know, and a lot of people are gonna go, yeah, I don't know. I feel like for the past 20 years, everyone has seen Scooby Doo
as Shaggy
as an
adult.
Yeah. It's become sort of an inside joke that these things for kids are really about adult stuff.
Yeah.
Even in the live action movies, they were making references to stuff, and so I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, and I think it could be fun. If they do it right,
I like Mindy Kaling in The Office, and the things she wrote from The Office were just really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm looking forward. Well, this is the first I've heard of it, right? But now I'm looking forward to it.
Exactly. Once you got good people behind the project, then you got something to look forward to. Yeah.
But there's no group dynamic. Then it's her solving stuff.
That's the thing. I don't know if they're going to, because to me, I don't know if you've seen Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated, that show that came out I want to say 10 years ago now, but it was a while ago that came out, 8 years ago maybe.
I
remember the thing that's so good about that is that that was, to me, that is the best Scooby Doo anything ever.
Oh, really?
Because every episode, it was they have the mystery that they're solving and it comes to an end. But then there's an overarching story that happens the entire season. So they literally have Scooby in the beginning of an episode go, previously on Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. So you get a sense of there's some drama going on. There's some lore that they've never explored before.
All right.
And it's really, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really funny. And the references they throw in are hilarious. Imagine Scooby-Doo versus Jigsaw from Saw. They literally basically do that in the show. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's so
And
good.
frightening at the same time.
Yeah, because they take it enough seriously that you can genuinely go, oh, okay, I see where this is going. You get to see, for example, one thing they never do in cartoons is just seeing the progression of time. So there's an episode, I think
It's
at
like,
the end of
yeah.
season 1, where everybty gets split up and they send Shaggy to join the army. Like he goes to
Spoiler
like a
alert.
military school. Uh-oh. And he shaves his head, and for when he comes back in the next season, his hair is short and it gets longer and longer and longer throughout the season.
Oh,
So it's
nice.
like they've really planted out that you see all this.
Yeah,
This is a really fun show. It's really good.
So it's like,
So-
Scooby, you gotta eat Shaggy's stomach because the key to your escape is there. And I was like, what? It's a little bit too dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do a lot of things in it that is really dark. But that's a really good show because they manage to joke on a level that we like adults can understand because we remember all these things. But then they make reference to like Flim Flam from 13 Ghosts.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you know anything about
No,
that.
yeah. I
But they
love
make-
13 Ghosts. I was so annoyed that the Swedish TVs never showed like the whole overarching story.
No, the thing is, they never finished it. The original run, they finished. They had to caught everything except for the last ghost. So they made
It's
him
like
a TV
Pirates
movie.
of Darkwater all over again.
Ah, Pirates of Darkwater. I haven't thought of that in years.
You're welcome.
That was a good
You're
show.
welcome. Because that was a good show.
Please check it out, or at least see something. The thing is,
You're
I'm
gonna be
curious to
disappointed
look
though,
back.
because it ends. And it
Yeah.
ends in a bad way. Like, it doesn't end. That's how it ends.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I hate when that happens. These great shows that they just like drop on you, and then you're like, "This seems like a great." Oh, all right.
No, I'm sad.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else in the news that I remember people talking about that's worth bringing up, or should I end it right here? Let's just end it right here.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Where can we find you online?
Well, me, you can find me teaching, but otherwise you won't find me, online. That's the
Alrighty.
thing.
So, there you go. But thank you for tuning in, and I guess I'll see you next time. We're going to be talking. We're going to start a new segment on the show called "Tell Me Something I Don't Know," where Kaami is going to give me a little peek inside one of his fandoms that I have literally no clue about. So we'll see if I become a fan or if I'm going to have to pass. Stay tuned.
Nice.